Right, so here this is the Visual Studio Code that I've opened up to show how we're going to write this program. So what is the input? If you recall, what we want is to get the marks from the user. So let's create a variable name called marks, and we're going to get the input. So recall that in that example, the marks can be any it can be a real number. So in this case, when we get the input, we must make sure that we convert it into a floating point number. So we can say, we can put a prompt and say enter mark. And so now once we get the marks from the user, we will convert to float, and that will be stored in the marks variable. What do we do after this? Well, we need to check the marks, and from depending on what is the value inside the marks, then we will decide which grade it is. So there are actually several ways to write this program. I'm going to show you first option 1. So this is one way, and the way to do it is, first of all, we would like to first we would like to filter the invalid marks, right? So the user might be entering some numbers that is actually less than 0 or actually more than 100, so might as well we just filter them out. So how do we filter them out? Well, we can write an if statement, and so basically the marks that are invalid are basically marks that are less than 0, right? Or the marks is more than 100. Okay? So if the marks is less than 0 or is more than 100, then we are sure that it is invalid. So then we can print invalid mark, right? Marks. So therefore, we have a if statement that check whether the marks is less than 0 or more than 100. If that's the case, we are sure that it is invalid marks. So note that this is actually OR and it's not AND. And why that's the case is because we can't be having a mark that's less than 0 and at the same time having a mark that is more than 100, right? It's just not possible. So therefore, the only valid logical operator for this is called an OR operator. Now, what happens if this is not true? So if this is not true, then you are sure that anything that comes after this would be, okay, we can actually label it here, right? So this is number 2. So starting from here, the marks are valid, right? So we are sure that if it does enter into if it does not execute this, that means we are sure that the marks is valid. So now we can actually check the conditions, right? The conditions based on the marks, right? So let's do the case for A first, right? So how do we do that? So this is A. This is when the mark when the mark belongs to grade A, right? So what is the condition for the marks that belongs to grade A? If you still recall the table, right, it is actually 80 to 100, right? So grade A is actually 80 to 100. So how do you write the statement for this? Well, it's going to be else if, right? Else if where the marks is okay, the marks is actually, I'm writing here, actually 80 is less than equal to marks, and in this case the n marks is less than equal to 100. So why here we are joining this condition using an and? because we want marks that is between 80 to 100. If we use all, means that it can be a mark that is more than 80, but it could also be a mark that's less than 100. Mean to say that if we use all, then you only need to satisfy one of these conditions, and that will not give you a mark that is within 80 to 100. Let me give you an example. Suppose, let's say that I enter a mark. Right, enter a mark. If let's say this is OR, if I enter a mark that is let's say over 100. Okay, let's say it's over 100, assuming that if you don't have this condition, then end up that this is true, but this one may not be true. So that will actually give you a problem, right? But thankfully, because we have this if statement, so this one will just work. But to tell the truth, this is not a safe operator to use, because you want to ensure that it is between 80 and 100. Therefore, these two conditions must satisfy. Right? Only when these two conditions are satisfied, then only you are safe to say, oh, I want to print that this is an A grade. Right? Then what happens next? Well, we can check for the B grade. So this is the second condition to check. I'm just going to put here 2B. So when the mark belongs to grade B, so when the mark belongs to grade B, it means that it is from 60 to less than 80, right? Because it does not include 80. So therefore, in this case, how do we write it? Well, it's just else if again. And then we say that this is 60 less than equals to marks, and marks less than 80. Notice here this is less than and it's not less than equal. So this is okay. So this will mean that marks is between 60 and less than 80. And when that happens, I want to print B. All right. Now, if I were to just fast forward a bit and just check the condition for grade C, which is actually from 50 to less than 60, then you're going to have this one to be 50, and this one will be 60. Again, it's less than 60, not less than equal. And this one will be C. Finally, what happens to F? Well, we just repeat the same thing, and we say that, all right, we can actually just use the else clause right here, because notice here that we have ensured that starting from here onwards, the numbers is going to be between 0 to 100. So since we have checked the A, B, and C cases, here we don't actually need to use the else if. We can just straight away write else, right? Because else means none of the above condition, and that means it includes the condition for invalid marks. So this one we are sure that this is actually just between 0 to less than 50. Okay, we are sure of that because this one means we don't actually fulfill any of the conditions above. So here we can say that it is F. All right. Okay, so let's run this program, and for that I'm going to use the terminal inside this Visual Studio Code so that you can see easily. So I'm going to open a new terminal, and I'm just going to put this up for a while. Right. So I'm going to type Python, and then the name of my file is marks to grade, and now I'm press enter. So there is no no compile error so far, so there's no syntax error, so that's good. So now I can enter some number. Let's say I try -1. It says invalid mark, that's good. Let's say I run it again with 100.1, then it says it's invalid mark, so that's good. What happens if I say Python marks to grade, and then I run it with, say let's say 79.9, that's a B grade. If I run this with 80, It goes to A, which is so far so good. Run again with the marks, which is the borderline of B. Let's say we write enter 60, this is still B. Run again, and then we try that with 59.9, and you notice that it's C now. Try that again with a lower borderline of C grade, that is 50, right? And we get a C here. And let's just try also for the F grade, right? So if I enter 49.9, that is an F grade. If I try 0, oh sorry, I should actually run the program first. If I try to press 0, then you're going to get F. Okay, so that shows that our program is working fine, and so hopefully you can understand this well. Now, I'm going to do another example that is based on a much more shorter way of writing the same thing, but it's going to give the same output. So for that, I'm going to do it in the next video. So for now, I'll just say bye bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video to show you a shorter version of this same program. All right, see you. Bye.